Hi everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a great day. Quick look here again at Solana, double checking a couple of things here. Good news, we didn't see that leg down that was expected to sweep that lower level liquidity. We do got to recognize it's still a possibility, so please don't be blind to the fact that we could see low 160s, upper 150s. When we looked at our liquidation levels here for Solana yesterday, there is still some liquidation to the downside. Okay, so you got to recognize that is a possibility here, down as low as 160. However, we're much closer to this 167 to 170 range. Solid chance that the price action will sweep this upper level liquidity. Keep in mind, this is the last 7 days worth of look back. This isn't like a heavy concentration. If we do look back roughly a little bit further, we go back to the monthly, that's exactly where that lower level liquidation is heaviest. Okay, so again, still recognize that 160 is a possibility, but since we're closer to this upper range here, I think 170 would make sense at least first. But it all depends on Bitcoin too. Bitcoin is showing some strength, and so is Solana. While it's not massive, and this isn't like the strongest we've seen Solana, it's still running concurrent there. So what we need to happen is to just see Bitcoin hold the line, hold 70,000. We're probably pretty good to see Solana recover to sweep that 170 at least. But if Bitcoin pulls back, we can expect that lower level liquidation to occur. So please understand, we are not out of the woods completely yet for Solana. All the more reason to use low leverage and low position size. That's kind of the premise, and that's how we do things in our community. So I hope that you can continue to learn more and understand that high leverage is just a path to the dark side there. It's not ideal at all. It's basically it's what gamblers use, and I don't think that you should gamble when you're trading, especially with hard-earned money. Okay? So if you're new to the channel, I'll just ask you quickly, hit the like button, comment below. If you're a returning viewer, of course, do the same thing. Absolutely appreciate that. If you want to join my Trading Academy community or Signals group, link down below for that. We've got some pretty awesome results here recently. Caspa 74%, Myro 24% on a short, and our Premium Plus group here is firing all cylinders. We got Ethereum, XRP, BNB, and Matic just here today for some nice profit this morning. Majority of my bots are all going long right now. Okay, so that tells me a lot that we're moving in the right direction with some confirming factors on smaller time frames. Let's see what the daily tells us here. We're underneath the 20-day SMA. We've known this for a little while, and we've broken below this the ascending trend line. There's a possibility of a bearish backtest of that, so the price comes up here and rejects off 170, 171. Then we may want to consider shifting gears to a short. Now, I don't like shorting Solana. Everyone probably knows that by now, but generally speaking, I probably won't do that, but it may be recommended at that time to do so. Either way, we're still over 50 on the RSI. We got a nice little bounce off 30 on the money flow index, and stochastic swinging up. Those are all positive signs you don't necessarily want to short into. Okay, so I would not consider doing that as simply just an observation. But the good observation here to follow that here is we got this descending trend, right? You can see this descending trend here establishing lower highs. We can see we've broken free from that trend here so far. This is a very good sign. In most cases, when you break free from a descending trend line, the price will tend to move forward faster. And the reason why is because the bears have lost pressure. That basically just shows us that the bears can no longer establish lower highs rather, and we're establishing higher lows on the smaller time frames. You put those two things together, that's typically a sign of trend reversal. We can also see this most recent point of control ever since May 15th is a rough estimate. We can see $167 and actually just round number $167. 167 even is that point of control. So with us being above that level for the moment, we can presume that could work as a support moving forward. Once again, Bitcoin drops its bottom, none of this matters. Okay, just got to throw it out there, just be realistic. You cannot be naive when you trade coins like this to the fact that Bitcoin is calling the shots and that Solana is not like, normally Solana runs 2x of Bitcoin. It normally goes up twice as strong. Right now, it's not doing that. Until it starts to do that, starts to pull away from Bitcoin, we can presume it's going to knee-jerk reaction down if Bitcoin pulls back. So just please be aware of that. As we progress throughout the week, though, we're going to continue to identify if there's a correlation or if it's similar or dissimilar. And at this point right now, it's running fairly concurrent with Bitcoin, slightly lagging. So until that shifts, we want to presume that's going to happen. Either way, we're over 50 on the RSI now. We've been kind of wavering in this little middle zone, not always the greatest trading conditions when the price action is kind of stuck in this chop here. One low is 162, upwards of 171. Until we break free from this range, we have no consideration to get ahead of ourselves. But this 0.618 fib level at 169, again a closure at 170, 171, and we're looking pretty solid to see the price continue further up. Okay. Now again, keep in mind Bitcoin's running towards 70,500. Okay? So it's pretty solid consideration. It'll continue higher at this point because there's tons of liquidation. If you haven't seen my Bitcoin video today, check it out. You'll see how much liquidation is above the price right now. It is insane the amount of shorts are soon to get liquidated. Either way you look at it here, Solana is looking decently well. While this is not perfect, it's getting better. So let's talk about that here on the hourly, just to quickly note, and we'll call it a day. The lagging spans free and clear the price action, conversion lines above the baseline, and we are looking at to be above the cloud. While I can't speak very well and properly here today, you can see the charts are telling us that the hourly is shifting momentum, being above that descending trend line with a break through that point of control and essentially high volume candles pushing the price action further up. This is usually a very good sign. Okay. So again, all in all, I like what I see here. I do think Solana will run at the very least to 170. So if you're in a long position right now, maybe consider securing profits at 169. Somewhere in that range, just so you don't get super greedy and the price pulls back and you're left with a pretty unfortunate situation. There is nothing worse than being in the green and then either waking up to a red position or just being so damn greedy that you let a good trade turn into a bad trade. Try not to do that, okay? Adjust your stop loss higher as you continue to secure profits. And if you're not securing profits in a trade by averaging out of your position, you're doing it wrong. You should never get in and all out. That's not the way it works. Again, I know some high leverage folks constantly show you how awesome they are doing that. They're not sharing with you how many times they've gotten liquidated. You should never get liquidated if you're doing this correctly. Anyways, those are all things I teach. Again, if you're new to my community, make sure you read through my signals guide. This helps you prevent that from happening using proper risk tolerance, and obviously just make sure that you're familiar with how to be a little bit more responsible with your trades, because we get a lot of community members coming over that have gotten completely destroyed by other communities. So again, it's all about just slow, consistent growth here, folks. Again, you're not going to get rich quick, but you're going to sustain and learn how to become a little bit more consistent. I think that's important. So thanks again to everyone who's mentioned, or just in general lately, just coming together, saying thank you. You're very welcome. I'm super happy this provides benefit for you. You can thank me by hitting the like button, commenting below, and obviously joining us over here on Twitter, TikTok now, Telegram, Discord, whatever medium works best for you. I've got shorts now too, so all good stuff there. Oh, last but not least, I'm sorry, I almost forgot. I should lead with this, honestly. This is a phenomenal option here, folks. If you're using Bitunix and you've used my link to register, you're automatically eligible for this. Just make sure you take advantage of these deposit bonuses. Same thing as well if you are new. You use my link to register, you get this benefit up through June 30th. So take advantage of that if you can. It's a really good feature. Like $500 bonus for $3,000 deposit. It's pretty easy money. So check it out. I love Bitunix, and they've been very good to us. So thank you again. We'll look forward to seeing you the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Take care of yourself.